Another glorious morning, finishing up in the gym and heading down to the studio. Bobby back in the studio once again. If these glasses are a little bit crooked, I feel like they are, and you're a little bit OCD, it's doing you ready, and just close your eyes and listen to this as some sort of fitness-based meditation. Just finished a hugely underwhelming workout today, and this happens occasionally, so I thought I'd jump on here and just share what I would recommend you do when you're just not feeling it. Number one, you've got to find a little bit of artificial aggression. Now what I tend to do is, let's say that you've got to the gym, you're not feeling it, you're thinking to yourself, should I just go home? No. You're gonna find the smallest guy in the gym and you're gonna go pick a fight. Oi, old man, what the looking at?
Excuse me, I'm not looking at anything.
Stop staring at me, you stupid little brat. I'm just joking, mate. I'm just joking. Do not start fights in the gym. We are all friends in there. We are all supporting each other in there. It is what I actually recommend. You have got to keep going as normal. Do not sack the gym off just because you ain't feeling it. Because you know what? Fitness is all about building momentum. You are not going to see any difference if you go to the gym that day or if you don't go to the gym that day. But over time, if you continue to skip the gym when you're not feeling it, that is where you're going to notice the difference. If I showed you a picture of yesterday and today after an incredible workout, once the pump has worn off, etc., it's going to be pretty much the same. If I showed you a picture of me 6 months ago versus me now after a series of incredible and some crappy workouts, you are going to see the difference, because it is that consistency that makes the difference. It is that consistency that causes your body to change. First thing you are not going to do is just sack it off. Now, I'm not talking about a rest day here. I'm not talking about an injury. I'm talking about those days where you're like, I'm just not feeling it today. Get yourself in the gym. And number two, let's think about this. You sat at home on the couch. You know you should be going to the gym at like 5 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. You're not feeling it. What should you do in that scenario? Well, getting yourself in the gym, shall I exaggerate? Shall I say getting yourself in the gym is 90% of the work? Shall I be honest and say it's actually just, what, 10% of the work, because you've actually got to do stuff still? 90% of the job is done once you get yourself inside the gym. The most important part of overcoming that challenge is to get your ass up, get your gym gear on, put yourself a cute little outfit on the bed. Have you ever heard girls saying that?
The most motivating way to get in the gym is to put a cute outfit, a cute set on the bed the night before.
Nobody does that, sweetheart. I can see that cute little blue tank top along with those cute little blue shorts, and that's what's going to get me in the gym today. No, it fucking isn't. Yourself dressed, get down to the gym nonetheless. Now, what should you actually do upon arrival? You're not going to have a great workout. Now, sometimes you do grow into a workout. You find that second win, you find that little bit of hidden aggression, and that will drive you through. In that case, it'll just turn into a basic workout. But if you are continually not feeling it throughout the session, do not worry. Firstly, I would cut your sets down. 3 sets maximum per exercise. Secondly, I would up your reps. You're not going to find that top strength, the strength you need to push yourself beyond failure, the strength you need to push yourself past your own PRs or hit your own PRs. You're not going to find that today. That's fine. Just keep things ticking over. Think of the fitness process like a conveyor belt. Now, if you jump off the conveyor belt for a couple of days, you ain't going to keep going around. You're just going to be stood stationary, like when you're at the airport and you see your suitcase go by and it's too late and you're like, excuse me, mate, would you mind just stopping while I grab my suitcase? A big crowd there, I don't want to interrupt them. He's like, sorry, mate, you're going to have to wait for it to go all the way back round. You don't want to have to wait for it to go all the way back round in order to grab it. You want to keep the momentum going. You want to grab your suitcase first time. You want to get out of that airport and you want to hit the closest nude beach available so you can see some todgers. So today was my shoulder and arm session. Here's what I did. Usually I try and overload on the shoulder press machine. Today I didn't do that. Kept it moderate. 6 to 8 reps to start off with. Usually I'm going 4 to 6. I'm pushing myself to failure. Secondly, superset, biceps, triceps, high reps. Usually I'm going heavy on both of those exercises, working to failure, and biceps and triceps is done like that. Today, took my time, higher reps. I implemented the lat raises in there as a giant set, bicep curls, tricep dips, lat raises in order to save time, because I knew I wasn't feeling it, because I knew I needed to get things done as efficiently as possible. Giant sets are one good way of getting 3 exercises done at once. Not planning on breaking any records here. We're not planning on setting any PRs. We are planning on getting in, ticking the boxes and getting out. The final exercise of this super simple, super efficient workout was the wide high row, which is focused on hitting the rear delts. Usually I like to bump the weight up each set and take it pretty much to failure, so I know that I'm really hitting that tiny little muscle that gets neglected back there. Today I kept the weight the same and I just kept going higher reps, higher reps, higher reps. Didn't quite hit failure in the sense that I was exhausted, that I was tiring myself out, but I could definitely feel some engagement, and on a day like this, that is all that you could ask for. And one more recommendation when you're just not feeling it, guys, you're going to want to skip out on the free weight training. Now usually I endorse free weight training. It is the better way to train, in my opinion. On the days when you ain't feeling it, that mind muscle connection that is so important, number 1, to get the most out of the exercise, and number 2, to avoid injury, it just ain't gonna be there. Being in a locked in position with a set range of motion, minimizing the risk of injury if things go wrong, is gonna be highly beneficial on days like this. These little tweaks can be applied to any workout. It doesn't have to be an arm-based workout. Point is, don't skip training just because you ain't feeling it that day. I don't view days off as rest days. I view days off as recovery days, but you've got to give your body something to recover from, especially if you're on a fitness journey where you're trying to lose weight, where you're trying to build muscle. You can't just take lazy days off. Now, yeah, you can be lazy on those days, but you've got to think of it like, I'm going to work my bollocks off for the next 2 days, and then when I don't go to the gym on that 3rd day, body's still going to be recovering, so I'm going to have earned that day off. You have to earn everything, and if you start skipping days that you haven't earned, your rest days, your recovery days, they're going to start increasing, which means your actual working days where you're actually making changes for your body, they are going to start decreasing, and nothing's going to have changed. There's going to be no reason for it except for the fact that you can't be asked. Short and sweet today, guys. I just felt inspired to share a little bit more knowledge. Hope it's been helpful. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Pop a comment down below complimenting me on these sick Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. Subscribe to the channel, and until next time, guys, bye bye.